Hey everyone! Alright, so here's our next tutorial, and it's for a mummy, if you couldn't tell by just looking at me or up at the title. And I will say that I use a lot of liquid latex in this look. If you can't use liquid latex, you can always just do a thin layer of spirit gum, like on your skin, and then use the tissue the way I use it. It just takes a little bit longer to clean up and get the product off, but it's a good alternative. But yeah, it's pretty much all I can actually say about the look itself beyond what I say in the tutorial. So with all that said, let's just go right ahead and get the tutorial started. Alright, now since I'm going to be using liquid latex in this video, and the latex is going to go over where my eyebrow is, I want to cover my brow because you don't want that latex to get on hair. So I'm just going to go over it with a little bit of spirit gum and then let it dry, and then maybe do like a few more layers after that. If you don't have access to spirit gum, you can actually just use Elmer's washable school glue stick. But if you have any more questions or anything like that about how to cover your brows completely, I do have a video on that and I show you multiple ways to do it. Link to that will be down in the video description. Okay, so the brows are dry. I did spirit gum and then I did a few coats of the glue stick. You don't have to be perfect with this because you're going to cover them anyways. You just want to conceal the hairs with the product so that way the latex doesn't stick to it. Before I did all that, I moisturized my skin very, very well, made sure I was shaved, and then I also hydrated my lips with just a lip conditioner just to make it easier when I go to pull off all the latex when I'm done. But now I'm going to take my latex and I'm just going to pour it in a petri dish, and then we're going to start applying it. So the latex is in the dish. I'm going to use a paintbrush to apply this. I got this for like $3 or something at the craft store, and I say this in every video: use a brush that you want to dispose of when you're done. Use sponge brushes, disposable lip ones, whatever you're going to use, you're going to have to throw it away when you're done because the latex is going to ruin it. So I just pick up really cheap art brushes, that way I can throw it away when I'm done. But I'm just going to dip it in the latex, and I'm just going to do a coat of latex on my skin. And then I'm going to go in with a piece of tissue, set it on top, and you kind of want this to wrinkle up and make the skin look like really gross and nasty. And I'm just going to do some more. Apply more tissue. Then once I have that one layer on, I'm just going to go with my latex and paint over everything. And I'm just going to finish this process all over my face. This looks attractive. But yeah, once you have like that first layer down, just coat it with latex like you did before. And then once you have all of that first layer coated with liquid latex, any area that you think you may need like more texture, more coverage, or you just want to add more for the sake of adding more, then this is now the part where you would do it because you already have that next coat of latex down, so you can go in and add more. Only if you need to though. Now everything is on and painted. Now you want this to dry completely before you start painting that, and I say that because you don't want any of the latex to be slightly wet, and then when you go to use your real makeup brushes, have them get ruined because it wasn't completely dry and some of the latex attached to the hairs. So wait until it's completely dry. Oh, it's dry, it's on, and I'm going to start doing color. I'm just going to do all over color now, and I'm going to start using this brown color. This is from like a little Halloween set that's like really, really cheap. It was like $3 for like a witch kit or whatever. I wanted the nose. But now I'm going to use this brown, and I'm actually just going to use it with the little sponge that comes with it. Ooh, this is really creamy. And I'm going to bounce this kind of all over, but I'm going to focus on some areas a little bit more than others, because this is like a reddish brown, and I want to get like more of like a camel-like colored brown in here as well. Now I have that on, it doesn't look like much. I kind of went in and contoured with it. After I was done, I realized that's the areas I was putting it in, so that's what I focused on, just to contour the face a little bit and bring out areas. Since all of this is kind of looking flat, so you do want to add a little bit of dimension back in there. But now I'm going to go in with a color like this, which is just more of like a lighter color compared to the other one I used. And then I'm going to use that same sponge. I'm just going to pick up the product, and then I'm going to put this one everywhere. Yeah, so now I have this. It's starting to look more like old aged cloth, I guess you would say. So now I'm going to go in with this. This is just a darker cream foundation. And then I'm going to use my stipple sponge for this. And I'm just going to pick up the product. And then I'm going to go across all of this and just add some more depth and texture. Now for the eyes, I'm just taking that same brown and a fluffy brush like this, and I'm just putting this all over, and I'm also getting it on the bandages as well. Then once I have that on, I'm going in with a black eyeliner, and I'm lining underneath my bottom lashes and my bottom waterline. And then I'm putting a little bit on top too. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to go in and mess it up anyways. Then I'm just going in with a brush, and then I'm going in and just smudging all that around everywhere. And now I'm going in with just a black eyeshadow, and then I'm taking that same smudging brush I used earlier, and I'm gonna put that on the inside of my lip. And then I'm also going to use this black shadow to do shading, just anywhere I see fit. Now that all the makeup's done, I'm actually going to take this. This is like tender tape. It doesn't stick to like your skin or your hair, but it will stick to itself. And I'm just going to start using this one to wrap my head. Then once you have some of that on, you're going to do the same treatment you've been doing, and you're going to paint that to make it look dirty. Now I'm going in with gauze that I've torn, I've painted with foundation, and just made it look nice and ratted. And I'm going to start applying this like all over, just to give it more of like that torn, tattered, and used effect. And then to see it on the edges, you can use like lash glue, regular glue, doesn't matter, but you're going to want to use it to hold the ends down. And so I'm just going to start applying these all over. Then once you have all this on, you can either secure it with more of this tape, or you can just use a regular like thing of gauze or ace bandage and then paint it again. I'm just going to use this since it sticks to itself, so that way I can just make it stick where I need it to. And just like everything else, you're going to take that brush in the foundation and apply it to make this blend in. And then the last step you can do, if you really want to make it look like you've been like chilling in a tomb or something and getting all sandy and gross and nasty, just take a big powder brush and a powder that's like brown or the color of sand, and really, really throw on a lot of powder to make this look really dry and dusty. Alright, after I added that powder, I just went in and added some white and lightened up a lot of areas, and then I also touched up the black around my eye and on my eye, just to make it a little deeper, and then I just adjusted the bandages. As you can tell, they're moved around a little bit, but that's it. So the last thing that you could do if you wanted to, you could add tooth enamel to your teeth to make them look like they're rotted or decayed or like you're missing some. Otherwise, you're done. So I hope this tutorial was helpful to some of you. Yeah, and until my next video, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.